One thing, if anybody tells you a tattoo doesn't hurt, they're lying out their teeth. Tattoos definitely hurt, but it's a mental thing. You can get past it. I personally have sat for 10, 12 hours getting tattooed on my arms. It's very tolerable, but expect it to hurt. They definitely hurt. I would say the best aftercare for any tattoo, definitely take the advice of whoever did the tattoo for you. Take their advice, because however they tattoo, their method of healing is generally going to be what works best. But I prefer Aquaphor. Go light on the ointment, very light, very thin coats. The most important thing about a tattoo is to keep it clean. You can't keep a tattoo clean enough. Never put ointment on a tattoo unless you wash it off first. That's the most important thing with a tattoo. Don't put ointment on it unless you wash it off first. Make sure you get all the old gunk off of it. And ointment for a couple days, and then switch to a mild lotion, and you should be good to go. I will talk people out of tattoos if I think they're getting it for the wrong reason, or if it's a terrible idea, or something that's not going to hold up over time. If something's not going to hold up and look good in 10 years, I'll definitely convince people to think about doing something different or changing the idea to where it will look good. But there's some stuff I won't do. I'm not big on doing... I don't like doing faces. Don't really enjoy doing that. Yeah, there's lots of areas that I don't like to tattoo if the person can't wear that tattoo well. The wildest tattoo I have done. I don't know. Wild's a pretty broad term. If we want to talk wild nature, I've done a guy's entire torso in nothing but North American wildlife. But if we're talking wild and crazy, there's such a wide range of things that I've done. I mean, from Rubik's Cubes to ducks being stabbed with knives to barnyard animals in saints robes. I mean, there's a lot of different weird stuff that I've done. Some offensive, some not so offensive, but a lot of funny stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Don't take anything that you see on TV, on Miami Ink and those type of shows. That's not real tattooing. Tattoos don't get done in 15 minutes. They're not drawn in 15 minutes. That's TV. Real tattoos, an average sleeve, if you're talking a full color average, like a full color, fully rendered sleeve that's color and you're an average size person, you're looking 30, 40 hours of expected time under the needle. Full back piece, you're looking about the same, 30, 40 hours. Black and gray, you're probably talking 20, 25 hours. When you see them done on TV in 45 minutes, that's not real.
Types of shows.
I think those shows are great as far as they've exposed people to tattoos that would never have been open to the idea of getting tattooed. It's definitely helped a lot of people get past the idea that tattoos are all for bikers and hardcore people that live certain rough lifestyles, and that's totally not the case. A lot of my clients, you would never know that they had a tattoo unless they show you. I tattoo people that you would never guess in a million years, like inspectors, people that work in hospitals, policemen, firemen. I mean, and these guys, they have very respectable jobs, and I think that's what the shows have done for it. It makes people aware that the general public can get tattooed without it being a stereotypical thing of, oh, you're underground and you're horrible, and that's definitely the best thing that TV shows have done for tattooing. If anybody's looking to get tattooed from me, some of the type of work I'm looking to really get into is large scale work. That's primarily all I'm doing now. I really want to focus on full themes, on like a full sleeve of just one idea. I really like doing biomechanical, organic, realism, not so much portraits, but realistic technique. I really like doing things that flow well with the body, and big, bright, solid color themes, colors that make sense. I'm definitely trying to make everything I do large scale look fluid. I want it to look fluid on the body. I want it to be able to be seen from 30 feet away, and you can tell it's a full sleeve of one cohesive idea. And that's if you're looking to get tattooed from me, that's what I'm looking to do. Those type of ideas: full sleeves, full backs, full rib cage. The bigger the better. Tips on before you get a tattoo. These are important things to remember if you're going to get a tattoo. Wear comfortable clothing because you're going to be sitting there a while. Make sure that the clothing, you can access the tattoo. It's not going to be in the way. Make sure it's old, loose stuff. Loose, old because it could potentially get ink on it. Usually doesn't happen, but if it does, you don't want good clothes ruined. Make sure you eat before you get tattooed. Super important. Biggest mistake people make is not eating before they get tattooed. Bring something to drink, something just, so you have. Trying to stay relaxed. It's not the end of the world. And don't go out drinking the night before. Get a good night's rest. Good night's rest is the best thing for a tattoo. Don't be out and only get 2 hours sleep and go in and try and get tattooed. That's crazy. But yeah, get a full night's rest, something to eat, and you should have a pretty good time getting tattooed. If you're looking for a tattooist, and one thing to make sure you do your homework on anyone that you potentially might get a tattoo from. Look at their portfolios. Make sure they know what they're doing. Make sure everything they do is clean, using new needles, all that. Definitely look at work that is healed, stuff that they've done that's photographed after it's been healed for a while. Make sure that you get along with that person. Worst thing you can do is get a tattoo from somebody that you don't think you'll enjoy the experience, because if you have a bad time getting your tattoo and you had a bad time getting it, you're going to hate that tattoo because you're going to associate a bad time with something that you're permanently going to have. And I know people who have fantastic tattoos from people that weren't nice to them when they got tattooed, were rude to them. The shop was crazy and people were running around, stuff happening, and they hate their tattoos and they're perfectly fine tattoos. So make sure you get along with whoever tattoos you. You don't got to be their best friend, but at least be able to put up with them for a few hours. Use sunscreen. Please don't fake bake without using sunscreen on your fresh tattoos. Worst thing you can do for them. We get enough sun in this area. It's not going to hurt your tattoos normal. Sun, driving, walking around in the yard. But if you're going to be out in the sun for long periods of time, put on sunscreen. Put on sunscreen if you don't have tattoos. You don't want skin cancer. It's horrible out there. But it will save your tattoos. And like I said, they hurt when you get them, so you might as well save them or protect them for as long as you can.